I think part of this, and then also the issue with Kathy Zhu, and there's been other pageant queens that have been kicked out of their platforms for certain things. I think that if anything, we should be louder. We should be encouraging these women to speak up, because what world do we want to live in where women are just forced to be fitting in a box that we don't fit in anymore? It's 2019. We have opinions. It's okay. In April, I had applied to this pageant called the Miss America pageant to be awarded the title of Miss Nevada State, and I had spoken with the CEO a couple of times, multiple times actually, and she accepted me to compete. So she awarded me the title. I got to go and do all these cool events, one in Tonopah, Nevada, and a couple here in Las Vegas. I was having a lot of fun, and then I had posted that I, had a Trump 2020 hat. I took a picture with it, posted it on my Facebook, and it blew up in the pageant world for her. She actually messaged me, told me to separate my pages. I did. So I actually have links on that on my regular Facebook and Twitter, so anyone can go and see it. And then as soon as I did that, I continued to post what I normally post, and she didn't have a problem with it until the week before the pageant, and then she basically disqualified me. She wanted me to talk to her on the phone. I refused to talk to her on the phone because every time I would talk to her on the phone, she was very, very kind and cordial to me, and she would tell me how she supported what I believe in, and she absolutely agrees with me, and that I should go do this and this, these different little events. And then as soon as I get off the phone, she would email me and tell me that I was wrong and I need to delete my content and kind of go about my day and only do pageantry. So. I don't know why. I think that maybe she thought that I wasn't going to kind of call her out on it. I think typically when people compete in pageants, they toe that line very carefully because they don't want to get kicked out. I've never been that person, so when I saw that, I just kind of, to myself, I laughed it off. I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is a little different, not a big deal. And I go to the Turning Point USA event, didn't get any pictures with them, but that's okay because it was still an amazing event. And then when I come back and I started posting more things about Donald Trump and different pieces of the administration, and I was also anti-Antifa post on there, and I love America, and it's okay to love America, all those things. That was what set her over the edge. So, I think the president is really good at saying what people feel, and I think that he is just that voice that people need, and everyone says that they don't want a pandering politician, and the moment they finally got one that doesn't pander to them, they got upset. So I think President Trump knows this, and I think that he uses it to his advantage because that's just who he is. I'm very similar in that aspect. People who know me know that I'm loud and that I'll say what I think, and if you don't like that, you can deliver your opinions to the brick wall that's behind me. I don't care. I personally think it's more because I support the president. On a lot of my posts, I'll put on there, hashtag Trump 2020, or I'll post a lot of things about President Trump. And like I said, the CEO, they can say they're as apolitical as they want, but when other pageant contestants are posting liberal media, liberal posts, they also have a couple on there that are actually pushing for liberal bills, and nothing's said to them. And so then of course when it's said to me, there's a clear bias there. So I think that maybe for the pageants, it's not convenient to be a fan of President Trump. And I'm actually not sure why they think that. Even though he won the presidency with resounding yes. I mean, you look at the maps all over polls; it was completely red. But I think in today's political climate, it's whoever speaks the loudest usually wins. And Trump in 2016 won because he was the loudest politician. And you look at the left right now, and they are constantly screaming. And this is something I even have an issue with my very own Republicans. I think that although we're professional and we hold hold our heads high. We tend to quiet down too quickly, and I don't think we should. I think we should actually, raise our voice. I think we should talk about our issues more. I don't think that we should just kind of sweep it under the rug and just let it be because we want to be the bigger person. I'm okay with going and taking the low road every now and then and just constantly saying what I feel. I don't think they should. I think part of this, and then also the issue with Kathy Zhu, and there's been other pageant queens that have been kicked out of their platforms for certain things. I think that if anything, we should be louder. We should be encouraging these women to speak up, because what world do we want to live in where women are just forced to be fitting in a box that we don't fit in anymore? It's 2019. We have opinions. It's okay.
It is okay for women to have opinions.
It's okay for pretty women to have opinions. It's okay for conservative women to have opinions. And for anyone to try to stifle that out is just sickening. Like I said, I am I'm a U.S. Army vet, and I fought for the right for people to, voice their freedom. So why can't I voice mine? I think that it's really sad to see that our First Amendment freedoms are getting slowly stripped away. Just because something may be offensive, or it's inconvenient, or it's just plain rude. I just don't understand why we can't say those things to other people. And I encourage people to actually speak out and speak up and build their platforms and say what they have to say. Even if they disagree with me or they disagree with someone else, it's okay, because we're all adults, and we can kind of move past that, or we can unfriend them. It's basically, that's the gist of it. And so, if you're angry like I am, join me at www.katiewilliamsmissnevada.com. You can sign up, and you can actually go on there and follow me for updates, and if I'm in the Ms. MAGA pageant or a judge or spokesperson, you'll see that too. So my biggest thing right now for supporting the president is just speaking out. There's very little things that I can do right now, but anytime I can get a chance to speak his praises, I will.
Great.
So, whether Twitter or Instagram or whatever.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you make sure that you're subscribed to The Rebel on YouTube? It really helps us out. We don't get any government funding like the CBC or the rest of the mainstream media. So when you subscribe to us, it helps us keep you up to date with the latest news.